Today we're tackling a question I'm sure a lot of you have. You start hitting the gym and suddenly your skin freaks out. Is your workout actually making your acne worse? Let's figure it out.
So you know the feeling, right? You've committed, you're going to the gym, you're getting stronger, feeling better, more energetic, you're drenched in sweat, but hey, that's the feeling of progress.
And then, bam! Seemingly out of nowhere, the breakouts start, maybe on your back, your forehead, places they never were before. It is so frustrating, isn't it? You're doing this amazing thing for your body, but it feels like your skin is totally betraying you.
Which leads to that one big question, probably the reason you're here. Is it the sweat? Is all this sweating the real villain, clogging up your pores and causing all this trouble? Well, we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
Okay, so first things first, we have to bust a huge myth about sweat. And honestly, what you're about to hear might completely change your entire post-workout game plan. All right, no beating around the bush. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. Here is the absolute truth. Sweat itself does not cause acne. Seriously, I'm gonna say that one more time because it's so important. The sweat pouring off you during a workout is not the direct reason you're getting pimples.
So you might be thinking, well, what is sweat then? It's not some gross, oily gunk like a lot of people imagine. It's actually super simple. It's mostly just water with a little bit of salt. And get this, the act of sweating can actually be good for your pores, kind of helping to flush out some of the junk that's in there.
Okay, so if sweat isn't the bad guy, then what is? Well, the real culprit, the thing behind those annoying gym breakouts, actually has a name, and it's called acne mechanica.
But before we get into what acne mechanica is, you need to know the basic recipe for any kind of pimple. It pretty much always comes down to these four things: too much oil, a buildup of dead skin cells that clogs everything up, acne-causing bacteria having a party in that clogged pore, and finally, inflammation, which is your skin's red, angry reaction to all of it.
Now, here's the key. The gym creates the absolute perfect storm for those four things to happen all at once. Think about it. Your sweat mixes with your skin's natural oil. Your tight workout clothes are trapping all that heat and moisture right against your skin. Then you add friction from the fabric rubbing back and forth, and you've created this warm, damp paradise for bacteria to just multiply like crazy.
And that whole combo? That's acne mechanica. It's not your typical acne caused by hormones or what you ate. Nope, this is caused by purely physical things: heat, pressure, and rubbing. It's literally the same thing as the maskne so many of us dealt with: acne caused by your immediate environment. Does this look familiar? I bet it does. These are the classic hotspots. The forehead, from a sweaty hat or headband, your back and shoulders from lying on a workout bench, your chest from a tight shirt or sports bra, and yep, the jawline, often just from resting your hand there without even thinking about it. Okay, so we get the how it happens, but what about the why? Specifically, why does this seem to hit teenagers so much harder than anyone else? Well, the answer is pretty simple: hormones. They act like a giant amplifier for this whole process. See, when you're a teen, your skin is already, let's say, primed for breakouts. You've got higher levels of hormones called androgens, and their main job is to tell your skin, hey, make more oil. So your oil glands are just way more reactive. You're starting with an engine that already runs hot. Then you throw the gym's perfect storm on top of that, and boom, your pores clog up way faster. So I really want you to get this. The gym is not the villain here. Working out is amazing for you. It's just that your hormones are basically turning up the volume on your skin's reaction to all that friction and heat.
All right, enough about the problem, let's talk about the solution. This is the part you can actually use. It all comes down to your post-workout playbook. We're gonna look at the common mistakes versus the smart habits that make all the difference.
So on one side, you have the biggest mistakes: hanging out in your sweaty clothes for hours, letting that mix of sweat and oil just dry on your skin, and touching your face all the time. On the other side, the game changers. And they are so simple. Try to wash up within 30 to 45 minutes after you finish. Use a gentle cleanser, and please, get out of those damp clothes immediately.
And look, if you need a little motivation, here it is, 80%. Just by following these simple hygiene rules, you can prevent up to 80% of gym-related breakouts. That is a massive impact for just a few minutes of your time.
Okay, let's tackle one more thing that always comes up in this conversation about the gym and acne. What about your supplements? Specifically, could that protein powder be playing a role? So here's the deal. For some people, there might be a connection, especially with whey protein. Whey can increase levels of a hormone called IGF-1, which can tell your oil glands to go into overdrive. Now, the most important part is this: not everyone reacts this way. But if you think back and realize your skin got way worse right after you started using whey, it might be worth taking a break for a couple of weeks to see what happens.
Okay, let's bring it all home for the final truth. The answer is absolutely not to quit the gym. The answer is simply to upgrade your hygiene game.
And here's the wild part. In the long run, the gym is one of your skin's best friends. Seriously, exercise helps your body handle insulin better, it's a fantastic stress reducer, and it boosts blood flow, all of which are incredibly beneficial for your skin's long-term health.
So, if you remember just one thing from all this, make it this. Sweating doesn't cause acne. Poor post-sweat hygiene and hormonally sensitive skin do.
Which brings us right back to our original question. After everything we've gone over, what's the final verdict? Does sweating actually make teen skin worse?
The answer is no, not directly. The sweat itself is fine. It's the combination of sweat, oil, friction, and waiting too long to clean up that's the problem. So the solution is simple. The new mantra is train hard, clean smart. And that's how you protect your skin.